Yeah, good.
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Action.
Okay. Now I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry.
Who would like to improve your productivity? Who
Me.
would like to? Raise them up high. If you would like to be
One.
better
One.
at getting things done.
I will.
Raise them up.
One up.
William, no. Cheryl,
No,
you?
you
Okay.
already helped me do that.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Award-winning coach.
One and done.
the people who would like to get better and be better at getting things done, out of that group, who has read the book Getting Things Done
Not
by David
I.
Allen? Anybody?
Haven't gotten rid of it.
Okay, so there's a little disconnect there. Sometimes when people recommend a book, I have to read it just because of the title, right?
Mhm.
So Getting Things Done, The Art of Stress-Free Productivity. That should be appealing to you to make you want to buy the book. So there's a couple things in this book that really stick out to me. One is a question that you should ask continuously, and the other is a concept of the weekly review. So the question, people ask me, what's the difference between a coach and a consultant? A consultant has an answer to every question. A coach has a question for every answer.
Oh,
Ah.
that's good.
Is that good?
That's very
So-
good.
The question that David Allen says that he wants everybody to ask continuously is, what's the next action? What's the next action? If we think about that personally and in our organizations and we ask that question continuously, productivity goes through the roof. Have you ever sat in a boring meeting,
Oh, yeah.
a worthless meeting? If there's somebody in that meeting that's bold enough to ask that question when all the chatter's going on, okay, what's the next action? Makes the meeting more productive. So you need to be specific when you're thinking about what's the next action, because what I will tend to do, if I wanted to read the book, Getting Things Done, I would tend to make a note in my to-do list like GTD, right? That's supposed to cue me to do it. That makes sense. And do you guys do that kind of thing? The problem with that is if you were to look at my list, what's the next action? GTD doesn't tell me anything. So if you want to read this book, what would be the next action for you?
Buy the book.
To buy the book. Because if I put GTD on my list, it could still be on my list 2, 3, 4 weeks from now. Now let me ask you, if you bought this book on Amazon, how long would it take?
2 days.
No.
You can download it.
Just to
Oh,
complete your
download
next
it.
action.
Okay.
Order it like a minute.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe 30 seconds.
I
If
was
you
gonna
got
say,
your,
less than
a
a
fingerprint and you're gone 30 seconds. There is no reason for a 30-second task to clog up your to-do list for 2 weeks.
That's a good point.
Right? So the next action is order a book on Amazon. So is anybody willing to commit to that? Anybody going to read the book?
No.
Jeffrey. So I will make the next action easy for you, or I will give you this book with the expectation that you next week, you want the audio book too, yeah. You next week will cover with us, take the education moment and talk about the weekly review.
Nice.
Okay, so this is a book that you want on Audible and in hard copy.
Okay.
And talk to us about the weekly review. So if we will concentrate on what's the next action in everything that we do, and if we'll read the book, Getting Things Done, we'll increase our productivity. Thanks.
Awesome.
Good job.